today everyone, we have already discussed about this topic, and I'm just here to know your views about this very interesting topic, that where government should invest a lot of money. Today we can say that the two major sector, health sector and education sector, these two sectors represent any country, and India, which is a developing country, it is not a developed country like China and America. So what do you think, in our country, where government should spend a lot of money on health sector or in education sector? So this group is supporting and this group is supporting. Wow, that's great. So we are very excited to know. We start this session from,
I think that government should invest more in healthcare sector. As we can see, like in rural areas especially, people do not have access to proper healthcare facilities. Like even if they have small diseases, they need to run towards the metro, like the more developed cities. Like even if you're talking about Khandwa, if we are suffering from some kind of disease, we need to run to Indore as soon as possible. And you talked about producing doctors. So producing doctors does not mean that you are efficient. Healthcare sectors is getting more efficient. What we need is proper facilities, proper accessibility to the healthcare sector. And as comparing to education sector, I think government is already investing enough.
But don't you think by educating people more and more, somehow we can control so many diseases, especially in the rural areas? Don't you think that some people, they are not educated, they don't follow the rules of hygiene, and that is why somehow the disease are increasing? If they will be educated, we can control these things.
Okay, education is equally important. I'm not disagreeing to the point, but we are talking like the accessibility is the thing. Education is accessible to even people belonging to rural areas these days, but healthcare is not so accessible.
Yeah, fine. So you believe that health is first?
Yes, health is wealth.
Okay, health is wealth, she believe. Yeah, let's know what she's going to say. Yes.
Sir, I think education is more important than health, because if the person is educated, he or she will know about the disease, about the precautions, so there will be no disease if he or she is educated.
Okay, actually that's good.
Sir, as we all know that every people now, most of the people want to become doctor, but everyone wants to become in private sector, not in government sector. If the all people will go to private side, so the poor, what about the poor people? So they will be not able to get the. If everyone want to have wealth, so if everyone will go to private side in healthcare, so who will watch the poor people? So in that case, what about the poors?
You mean the government should spend much money in health sector?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I think that we are not talking about no education. We are talking about how much like government should invest in which sector.
Yeah.
So if we see that there are government hospitals and so many private hospitals, but if you see the condition of government hospitals, it's so much difficult for a patient to actually access. Like there are long queues and like the condition is not so good. And in private hospitals, like the expenses are so much like high. So I believe that government should more invest in the healthcare sectors.
Okay, that's great point. Okay, the young boy.
But the people.
First, let me know, how old are you?
I am old of 7.
I am old of 7, or I am 7 years old.
I am 7 years old.
Oh, that's good. So you think you can speak on this very beautiful topic? Yeah,
Yes,
please
sir.
put your views.
When the people ill in the schools, there is no treatment. When people ill, so he can't come to school.
Yes.
He
So
has
you mean
to
we should open more and more hospitals?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Anything new that you want to say?
No.
Okay, the youngest girl of the class is going to say something. Come forward, beta. What's your name?
My name is Khwahish Tirthani.
Khwahish, what do you think? Why should government spend much money in hospitals, in healthcare sector?
Because children will ill at home, so they can't go to school.
Okay.
They go in hospital.
So we need more and more hospitals. But don't you think if we are educated, so we don't we cannot get ill? We will follow the rules and regulations. We'll live a good. We will follow the good lifestyle.
But many children don't know about it.
Okay.
So they
Sure.
do what they what they can do.
Okay, that's good. That's good. छोटे बच्चे भी बोलते हैं यार. I like it. Let's know what the boys are going to talk about. Yes.
Sir, if there is good education, we will find the good hospitals. But if there is no good education, how will we find the good hospitals? Why cancer is still going on? Because there is no good education. And if we are educated well, so we will not get the diseases because we will care.
He's saying that if somebody is educated, he's not going to suffering from disease.
Because he know what to do and what to not.
He knows what to do, what not to do. He knows what to eat, what not to eat. He knows about the rules of healthy lifestyle. Let's know what. Yes.
No sir, I am disagree with her. Like there is many educated person who eats tobacco and many harmful things. Why? As they are educated, but they are also eating that. That's why we should increase the healthcare sector.
Okay. Yes.
I think that the government should invest more in education sectors because in many government schools the English is taught after the next sixth. So what about the English language? Because students are not able to learn English from since their childhood from the nursery. So I think that the government should do something with that also.
Government should do something for that. Yes, Janvi, what do you think?
So in my opinion, as we all know, India is the 4th largest country in the producing of doctors.
Yeah.
In the result of 2023. So if we talk about the villages or the local areas, so there are proper healthcare facilities, but not as that much as educational facilities. If we talk about the government schools, so there are not as that much facilities that are provided by students, and the healthcare facilities are as that much good. And if a country will focus, if the country will focus on the educational side, so it will just directly or indirectly a merit for a country also. If there are more more educated people, so the country will not face as that much problem as we are facing nowadays.
Okay, you mean government should spend much money in education sector. Kushi, what do you think? Why should government spend a lot of money in health sector?
Good evening everyone, myself Khushi Rajani, and I am supporting government should invest more on healthcare sector as ratio declares that 2.6 GDP is only invested in healthcare sector and 3% of
The
GDP.
total of GDP.
Yes sir, the total of GDP 3% is invested in education sector, and in the government is investing less in healthcare sector. So I think if healthcare sector should be prioritized and government should invest more money, because if a person is healthy, so he can automatically focus on education.
Absolutely. So you believe that the health is first before education. Okay, fine, that's good. Let's know what this group is going to say. Yes.
In my opinion, government should invest more money in education sector. Like if I talk about the doctor, how doctor become a doctor? Because of education. Like and in India, 3% of GDP is invested in education. Because of what? Because they know the importance of education, and who represent a developed country and educated people, not the healthcare sector. That's why government invests more money.
Clapping for all. Wow. So everyone, let's conclude this topic. Actually, these two major sector, health sector and education sector, these two sectors are the backbone of any developed nation. So what I personally believe that government should spend more and more money on these two sectors. And as we talk about today, government is spending much money in education sector because government believe that if the people will be educated, if the people are educated, they can somehow understand the importance of healthy lifestyle. And if they follow the healthy lifestyle and if they will just eat what they are supposed to eat, so they are not going to fall ill. So the first priority, there is a proverb in English that prevention is better than cure. So we should not work on cure. We should work on prevention. So education is somehow the prevention that can control the disease. You know what? Chaliye, a good discussion we did, a good clapping for all. Wow. Chaliye, now it's enough for today, everyone.